Strategic ways to practice positive affirmations daily. Updated July 10th, 2025 by Dr. Mohammed Hossein Hariri ASL. Time to read 10 minutes, 64 views, no comments. Table of contents. What are affirmations and why do they help pessimists? 10 practical strategies to make affirmations work daily. 1. Start your day with affirmations. 2. Use a mirror for direct impact. Record and replay your voice. 4. Write them in a journal. 5. Use triggers in your routine. 6. Affirm in the third person. 7. Counter negative thoughts in real time. 8. Choose affirmations that feel plausible. 9. Make visual reminders. 10. Reflect before bed. First person versus third person affirmations. Which one works better? Walking affirmations. Engaging mind, body, and imagination. Organizing long affirmation lists for on-the-go practice. How affirmations reshape your subconscious mind and self-image. How long do affirmations take to work? Strategic ways to practice positive affirmations daily can help pessimists and overly critical people reframe their thoughts and build healthier self-beliefs. If you tend to dwell on what's wrong or often criticize yourself harshly, practicing affirmations may feel awkward or even fake at first. But when done with intention and strategy, daily affirmations can gradually retrain your mind to shift from automatic negativity to balanced, empowering self-talk. This article offers practical, research-informed methods to help you make affirmations a meaningful and consistent part of your mental wellness routine. What are affirmations, and why do they help pessimists? How to practice affirmations. LELB Society. Affirmations are short, positive statements designed to challenge negative thoughts and reinforce constructive beliefs. They work by gradually rewiring the brain's automatic responses through repetition and intention. Instead of letting harsh inner dialogue run unchecked, affirmations offer a conscious way to redirect thought patterns towards self-compassion, confidence, and clarity. For people who are overly critical, cynical, or habitually pessimistic, affirmations can be especially powerful, not because they magically erase doubt, but because they offer an internal counterbalance. Pessimists often default to worst-case scenarios and self-blame, which over time reinforces a rigid mental loop. Affirmations help interrupt that loop. When practiced strategically, they don't deny reality, but rather remind the mind that other, more constructive perspectives are possible, and even true. 10 practical strategies to make affirmations work daily. Cultivating an optimistic outlook for ESL learners with a video and vocabulary practice in real context. 1. Start your day with affirmations. When you wake up, your mind is most impressionable. Begin with 1 to 3 affirmations before checking your phone to set a positive tone for the day. 2. Use a mirror for direct impact. Speak your affirmations out loud while looking in the mirror. This eye contact builds emotional connection and reinforces belief over time. Record and replay your voice. Hearing your own voice repeating affirmations via a voice memo app can create a subconscious familiarity, especially during commutes or chores. 4. Write them in a journal. Writing makes thoughts tangible. Add your affirmations to a daily journal to reinforce their message and track emotional shifts. 5. Use triggers in your routine. Pair affirmations with habits like brushing teeth or making coffee. This habit stacking builds consistency without requiring extra time. 6. Affirm in the third person. Use your name or say you in affirmations, e.g., "You've got this /name." This creates psychological distance and often feels more believable. 7. Counter negative thoughts in real time. When you catch self-criticism, pause and respond with an opposing affirmation. This real-time rebuttal weakens the automatic negativity loop. 8. Choose affirmations that feel plausible. Avoid unrealistic claims. Instead of "I'm perfect," say, "I'm learning and improving every day." Believability increases effectiveness. 9. Make visual reminders. Stick notes on mirrors, laptops, or your workspace. These passive reminders gently reinforce your affirmations throughout the day. 10. Reflect before bed. End your day by repeating affirmations and recalling small wins. This reflection rewires the brain to focus on progress rather than flaws. First person versus third person affirmations. Which one works better? Most people are taught to use affirmations in the first person. I am strong. I deserve peace. Or I can succeed. This approach is direct and internal, helping to reinforce personal identity and positive self-belief. When these statements feel true, or at least believable, they can be very effective in reshaping one's mindset and emotional habits. However, for those who are deeply self-critical, first-person affirmations might feel hollow or provoke internal resistance, especially if they sharply contradict ingrained self-perceptions. That's where third-person affirmations come in. Speaking to yourself using your name or the pronoun you, as if encouraging a friend, can create a sense of emotional distance that makes the message easier to accept. For example, saying, "You're doing your best, /name," can feel more comforting and less confrontational than, "I'm doing my best," particularly during moments of doubt. Research in self-distancing and emotional regulation supports this approach, showing that third-person self-talk can reduce anxiety, improve performance, and foster a more compassionate internal dialogue. Depending on your level of comfort and self-criticism, you can use either or even alternate between the two for better results. Walking affirmations. Engaging mind, body, and imagination. Practicing affirmations during a walk is a highly practical and brain-friendly method. Walking activates both hemispheres of the brain, promotes calm focus, and increases oxygen flow, creating an ideal mental state for internalizing positive messages. When you recall your memorized affirmations in sequence while walking, you're engaging both memory and rhythm, which makes the experience meditative and grounding. This moving meditation not only reinforces your affirmations, but also ties them to a specific habit, making your daily walk a powerful anchor for mindset renewal. Adding visualization to this process enhances its effectiveness even further. As you mentally repeat each affirmation, visualizing yourself living out the message, e.g., confidently giving a presentation, calmly handling stress, or showing kindness to yourself, sends stronger signals to your subconscious. This pairing of words and mental imagery strengthens belief, builds emotional resonance, and makes the affirmations feel more real. Over time, this practice not only changes how you think, but also how you feel and act, aligning your self-image with your deeper goals and values. Organizing long affirmation lists for on-the-go practice. If your list of affirmations is long, like mine, it can be incredibly helpful to organize them in a numbered memo on your mobile device. By saving the list as a note or voice memo, you make it instantly accessible wherever you are, whether you're commuting, walking, or waiting in line. Numbering each item adds structure and helps with memorization, allowing you to track your progress and recall specific affirmations more easily during your day. It also breaks the list into manageable segments, so you're not overwhelmed by volume. This method turns your phone into a portable affirmation coach. You can even use the pin or favorite feature to keep your affirmation list at the top of your Notes app, or set reminders to revisit it at specific times. If reading feels repetitive, record your own voice reciting the list with brief pauses between each item. That way, you can listen and repeat them during your walks or routines, keeping the practice consistent and deeply personal. This simple digital strategy helps turn intention into habit and habit into transformation. How affirmations reshape your subconscious mind and self-image. Reprogram your subconscious mind at LELB Society. English for Psychology with podcast, selected text, and flashcards. Positive affirmations work by subtly influencing the subconscious mind, which governs much of our automatic thinking, emotional responses, and self-perception. When you repeat affirmations consistently, especially in emotionally receptive moments, like just after waking up or before sleep, you're feeding your subconscious new patterns of thought. Over time, these repeated statements begin to overwrite limiting beliefs, making way for more empowering narratives that feel natural rather than forced. This process isn't instant, but with patience, affirmations can begin to shift the internal programming that fuels low self-esteem, chronic doubt, or negative thinking. As your subconscious absorbs these messages, your mindset begins to shift from self-defeating to growth-oriented. You start seeing yourself not as someone broken or incapable, but as someone evolving and worthy of care and success. This change affects your self-image, the mental picture you hold of who you are. Instead of viewing yourself through a lens of past failures or criticism, affirmations help you build a new internal identity aligned with your values and potential. Eventually, your behavior, choices, and emotional reactions start to reflect this renewed inner image, reinforcing the positive cycle. How long do affirmations take to work? The time it takes for affirmations to show results varies from person to person, depending on factors like consistency, emotional involvement, belief in the statements, and the depth of the negative patterns you're trying to change. In general, if practiced daily with focus and sincerity, many people begin to notice subtle shifts in mood, thought patterns, and self-perception within a few weeks, often between 21 to 66 days, which aligns with common psychological timelines for forming new habits. However, for more deeply rooted beliefs, the process can take several months or longer, especially if affirmations are not paired with action, reflection, or complementary mindset work. It's important to understand that affirmations are not instant solutions, but gradual mindset tools. They work best when integrated into your daily life with intention and emotional presence, not just as a robotic mantra. The key is to stay consistent without expecting dramatic results overnight. Think of affirmations like planting seeds. You may not see visible growth right away, but with time, repetition, and care, they begin to take root beneath the surface, eventually transforming how you speak to yourself, how you interpret challenges, and how you show up in your life. Share this post. Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, Pinterest, Telegram, email. About the author. Dr. Mohammed Hossein Hariri ASL. Dr. Mohammed Hossein Hariri ASL is an English and Persian instructor, educator, researcher, inventor, published author, blogger, SEO expert, website developer, entrepreneur, and the creator of LELB Society. He's got a PhD in TEFL, teaching English as a foreign language. Number of posts, 4185. Related posts. Best breathing technique for anxiety and hypersensitivity. Thriving in life, success and happiness. English presentation on healthy lifestyle and well-being. English presentations to practice speaking. Rear Window, 1954, analysis. Voyeurism and mystery. Learn English with films online. Related keywords. Affirmations, belief, habit, mindset, optimistic, positive thinking, psychology, subconscious, mind, well-being.